If you're watching this, you most likely want to know how to get better at PvP. Well, you've come to the right place. PvP stands for player versus player, and getting better at it doesn't mean getting extremely good with a bow, or getting better at sword fighting, or even how to learn to combo like crazy. No, getting better at PvP means getting used to your own playstyle, and I'm here to show you 5 different ways where you can optimize and create your own playstyle that you like and you're able to get used to really fast. This first part of the video will be about mobile players who use their phone or a tablet. So people who play on Minecraft Pocket Edition, this is for you. As you know, the default controls for Pocket Edition is this weird circle that appears when you click on the screen, which allows players to break blocks and attack mobs and players from anywhere on their screen. But if you feel uncomfortable, there's a very simple fix. There's a setting called split controls that you can activate at any time. Here's how you can turn on split controls. With this setting enabled, you'll be given the same cursor that you'll find on the PC versions of Minecraft. This setting gives you much more control compared to the circle sensor that you had previously. You also want to have more control and more of a guide on where you want to hit. This setting only allows you to break, place, and hit anything that the cursor in the middle of your screen is hovering over. To move and jump on Pocket Edition, you normally have these buttons on the bottom left and right of your screen, and you want to try your hardest to get used to these buttons. But sometimes it might be a bit annoying to try finding them at first. Well, there is a simple way to change how big or small these buttons are in case you can't have time figuring out how to get them. Here's how to do it. Again, not everyone will like using this, but if you have trouble tapping the buttons on your screen since they're too small, or you think they're taking up too much space on your screen if they're too big, this is a simple trick you can use to optimize how efficiently you can move around. This could also be useful in ways when you need to escape a fight, or when you're trying to get a sweet combo on somebody else. This second part of the video will be focused on PC players. So if you play on Bedrock Edition, which is the same as Pocket Edition but on PC, or if you play on Java Edition, these are the tips for you. However, some of these tips can also be done on mobile. When you first started playing on PC, you had to get used to things like WSAD, E to open your inventory, and the numbers to hold different items in your hotbar. But sometimes these keyboard tricks are a little annoying to use in PvP situations, like double tapping W to use sprint, pressing Q to drop something, and not having a button for toggle perspective. Well, you can easily change your keybinds so that they meet your standards. Different keybinds mean different letters will take the job of the previous letter. Here's how to change your keybinds on Bedrock Edition. And here's how to change keybinds on Java Edition. Right now I have my sprint button on Q, my drop button on /, and my toggle perspective is on the reverse quotation mark. But you can change your keybinds to fit your playstyle, and be warned that you have to get used to these new keybinds before they start to become useful. POV stands for point of view. The higher your POV is, the further the camera's view becomes. The lower your POV is, the shorter the camera's view becomes. This can be optimized to however you feel comfortable with, and it can be different for every person. This is how to change your POV on Bedrock Edition. Here's how to change your POV on Java Edition. And here's how to change your POV on Pocket Edition. If you have a POV that you're comfortable with, it can be very useful in situations when looking around your screen and being able to focus on one thing on your screen, which should be the player that you're comboing, of course. Normally, for Bedrock Edition and Pocket Edition, I'd recommend a POV between 70 and 80, and if you're on Java Edition, I'd recommend a POV between 85 and 100. Obviously, this is just how I play, but if you want to find a POV that you're comfortable with, go for it. Experiment as many POVs as you want, and see what you like best. When playing Minecraft on PC, you most likely use a mouse, and when you move your mouse around, your player's camera also moves around depending on how much you moved your mouse. But this ratio can easily be changed. This is called sensitivity, and it's the ratio between how much you move your mouse and how much the player's camera moves in game. Again, this is a setting that can be altered depending on what you're comfortable with. The higher your sensitivity is, the faster your camera will move. The lower your sensitivity is, the slower your camera will move. But here's how to change your sensitivity on Bedrock Edition. Here's how to change it on Java Edition. And here's how to change it on Pocket Edition. You can experiment with different sensitivity to see which you find comfortable, and this can be useful for when you're trying to hit a player, because with better sensitivity, you'll have a better control on what you're hitting. Again, PvP stands for player versus player, and getting better at it means getting used to your own playstyle and optimizing it to something that you're comfortable with. My name is Ethan, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao!